Whoa, what can we say? Seems the Straw Hats have just ended up in a place where they shouldn't be. Well, they're in Big Mom's territory, as they have landed in the Whole Cake Island in One Piece chapter 831. We are getting news. We will not get a chapter next week, it will be a break time. First, we see a cover. We see Luffy's subordinate monsters that he fought with on that island where he learned Gear 4th. Seems like Margaret of the Kuja Pirates is showing them his new bounty posters and they're crying happy tears. But that's not really what this chapter is all about. Turns out that, yeah, the Whole Cake Island really is a whole cake island because the beach is actually made of whipped cream. Yeah, please tell me how that makes sense. But Brooke and Pedro decides to go together to find the poneglyph. Well, people are still a bit not exactly trustworthy of Pedro. If Brooke is with him, then maybe he cannot pull anything bad, or is this just another hint from him doing that? Is the Shark Submarine 3? I thought it was 2. Has it been upgraded to 3, or was it always 3? Well, it was a long time since we saw that. Seeing that Brooke with his Yomi Yomi no astral projection can pass through walls, he can actually find the poneglyph. But will he? No idea. As Luffy, Carotto, Chopper, and Nami lands on the place, Luffy spots a forest where he actually sees Sanji, but as soon as they run to him, he's gone, and they run into a forest made of candy. Well, I don't really know if the trees are made of candy, but everything else seems to be so. Nami wondering why that guy who looked like Sanji would run away on them. Is he ashamed or has he been brainwashed? Please don't tell me he's been brainwashed. I love the Sanji character. Of course, Luffy, Chopper, and Carrot are distracted with the whole deserts around them. As they go deeper into the forest, suddenly a big crocodile appears and bites a cookie bridge where they're traveling right in half. And strange thing is, as soon as the crocodile notices that Luffy and co, he begins to talk and saying, "Oh, you're just humans." The funny thing is, as soon as that happens, Luffy says, Carrot says, "Should we fight it, Luffy? No need." And the crocodile says, "Oh, you're just humans." "Are you trying to say we're not good enough to eat?" says Luffy. "And that's not the problem here," says Nami. And then she points out something very funny. She says, "How in the hell is an animal, a crocodile, supposed to speak?" And given to the adventure that Straw has met, then Luffy, of all people, is pointing out, "You say that, but is there really something that we should be freaking out at this point? I mean, they have met a reindeer who ate a human throat and a talking rabbit. So yeah, a talking crocodile. Is that the same crocodile we saw when Big Mom were having her eating disorder fits? Seeing that crocodile emerges from a juice lake, I think it is, or something like that. It's obvious that crocodile is not a devil fruit user. So you telling me there actually exists a reptilian-like creature that can talk? Wonder what they are called." And then things really start to turn into something very weird. Luffy runs into someone. Himself. Yeah, a mirror reflection who imitates everything he says, including his movements. And the guys try to run after Sanji when they see him again, but he disappears again, while Luffy tries to fight his mirror reflection. What the hell is this forest? I mean, that's the thing I want to know. And when they run deeper into the forest, they run into a Okama giant. A giant dressed like a girl or something, who apparently is buried underground because he lives being buried underground. And something about wanting to have juice. And then they are attacked by another rabbit mink. You all remember that creature that, what was it, gathering fruits for Big Mom? I thought that was a dwarf, but now it seems to have been confirmed that it was a mink. And Carrot actually noticed it, meaning did she have Cambodian or Haki, or was she just that perspective? It's another rabbit mink, I think at least. It has rabbit-like ears. So one of the first time well, not the first time, but we'll see some of the same kind, huh? Maybe this rabbit mink is the bad, evil version of Karotto. And their compasses are completely around the place, as the seducing woods, as it's called, surrounds them. Living trees, living grounds, living everything, as they sing their psychopathic song. But let us play my game of death. So yeah, we also see human skulls, so I mean, this is the lost woods of the One Piece world. Anything that enters it will not escape it, so please, make sure they escape it. This is basically this chapter. As we said before, it's always the most exciting when it goes on break. The next week is gonna feel extremely long. But what can we say about this chapter? Not too much information to actually process everything. First of all, that crocodile that is apparently a subordinate of Big Mom didn't react with any surprise when he saw Luffy. Maybe because they already know he's here. Also, wasn't Pudding supposed to meet with Sanji on that beach? But Nami mentioned they are a tad late. There is that theory, is Pudding really a nice gal, or has she been luring them into a trap? I really hope she is a nice gal, but things are really getting mysterious here. But again, what kind of creature is that crocodile? If it's not a devil fruit user, then what kind of creature is it? Can we get that revealed this arc? But now, this seducing forest, huh? I guess they are playing tricks on Nami's and Ko's lives. So how are they gonna get out of that? Most importantly, why did Luffy meet a mirror copy of himself? And was that really Sanji, they said, or was that just an illusion? Well, how they gonna get out of this? No idea. What do you think? Give me your thoughts if you have any.